Before Joe Biden left office, his administration went on a lame duck sprint to pack the courts with over 200 DEI judges. Their goal? Defy Donald Trump's agenda, promote soft-on-crime policies, and release violent criminals because they actually believe jails are racist. Let's talk about it. This wasn't an accident. It was a deliberate, publicly stated strategy. They knew the 47th president was coming, so they furiously rammed these lifetime appointments through the Senate before January 2025. Let's look at the concrete data. Out of approximately 235 confirmed judges, a record 60% were racial or ethnic minorities, and over 60% were women. Qualifications took a backseat to identity politics. They literally used a checklist. The administration confirmed 35 black women, 19 Hispanic women, and 17 Asian women to the federal bench. It was an ideological quota system playing out in real time. Meanwhile, white men accounted for a historic low of just 15%, around 35 confirmations total. The data proves this was never about finding the best legal minds. It was an ideological purge. And what were their professional backgrounds? Nearly 100 of these confirmed judges were civil rights lawyers or public defenders. A massive, intentional shift away from traditional prosecutors who actually put bad guys away. Why does that matter? Because they want activists on the bench who fundamentally view the American criminal justice system as an illegitimate, racist enterprise. Enter Judge Sarah Russell, the absolute poster child for this radical agenda. She was nominated to the U.S. District Court in Connecticut, and her background check revealed exactly who these people are. Back in May 2020, Russell signed a mass letter demanding that the Connecticut governor immediately release inmates from prison, both pretrial and post-conviction. The letter didn't distinguish between violent and non-violent offenders. It just demanded they empty the prisons because incarceration is supposedly detrimental to human rights. But it wasn't just about COVID. Her letter explicitly demanded leniency based on identity politics, citing the need to protect sex workers and the LGBTQ+ community over public safety. So, she clearly opposes incarceration. But here is the real scandal. When she was nominated, she was required to submit her background documents to the Senate Judiciary Committee. Russell submitted thousands of pages of documents, but magically managed to completely omit this highly controversial 2020 prison release manifesto. Oops, she hid her radical views from the Senate because she knew it would disqualify her. It was a massive ethical failure, a deliberate concealment of extreme views for a lifetime appointment. But Republican senators like John Kennedy and John Cornyn did their homework. They caught her red-handed during the confirmation hearings, exposing the cover-up. Under intense grilling, Russell suddenly experienced a confirmation conversion. She backtracked, claiming the omission was an oversight and that the letter didn't reflect her true views. As Senator Kennedy flawlessly pointed out, she didn't have a change of heart. She only recanted because she got caught. Her integrity was completely compromised. You would think lying by omission to the Senate would disqualify a judge, but not in today's Democrat Party. They needed their anti-incarceration activist on the bench. Despite the glaring ethical scandal, Senate Democrats rammed her confirmation through in a narrow 50-44 vote right after the November 2024 election. This is the Democrat playbook. Hide the radicalism, pack the courts with soft-on-crime activists, and weaponize the justice system against law-abiding Americans for life. Truth over feelings. Always.